Hey, welcome back to the Italy Chronicles. Today we're in Venice with Eliane Argine of SUP in Venice, talking canals, boards, and how to experience the city. Eliana, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for coming here. It's my pleasure to have you here.
So, stand-up paddle isn't what immediately comes to mind when you imagine Venetian canals. How did you get the idea and start the service?
Well, I started myself because I saw it on the beach while I was on a holiday one year in 2009. And then I fell in love immediately of it. And when I came back to Venice, where I live, I went to the police station and asked them if I was allowed to do it here. And they said, "Well, what's this?" And I explained what a SUP is, how we proceed on the water, and it's a new sport, and it comes from the US, and it's fantastic, and they should do it. And so they said, "Okay, yes, if you know how to row, you can do it." And I said, "Yes, I'm a rower, I can row, I'm Venetian." And they said, "Okay, then do it." And so I started like this for myself, and then other friends saw me in the canal and wanted to try. This is how it started.
Great. So, tell us a little more how SUP works and what travelers experience paddling through the city.
Well, SUP is a unique way to explore any river or canal or ocean. You can really have a fun without any effort, I can say, because it's totally different from windsurf or the traditional surf. Here you don't need wind, you don't need big waves, you only need a paddle and the mood to do it.
So, even first-time suppers can get involved?
Yes, even first-time paddlers can do it if they have an instructor with them. This is why I open to beginners. At the beginning of my tours, when I started this activity, I wrote on my website that this has to be only for expert or confident paddlers, no beginners accepted. But then people started coming and saying, "No, I can do it. I did it on the seaside," and it was not true. So I said, "Okay, if you really want to do it, we can do it. But before getting in the water, we need a short lesson, a short briefing, in order to give you all the tips you need to do it safely."
Has anyone ever fallen in?
Sometimes it happens when they don't listen to my advices. It can happen, yes, but not beginners, fortunately, because they listen.
Nice. So, how does a lesson start with you?
The lesson starts with me here outside, explaining how the canals work. The canals here, as you can see, are full of any kind of boat because the Venetians use their private boats to go around for leisure. Then we have other clubs running lessons, courses of rowing. So we have other boats, rowing boats in the canal. And then, of course, we have the gondoliers, we have transporters, we have ambulance, we have police. Everyone is in the water. Then, therefore, I give some instructions because people need to know how we meet each other, especially at the junction, at the crossing. It is not easy because not all the rules we use are written. So most of them are part of our tradition. And in this case, we speak Venetian in the canal. Therefore, also for Italian tourists, it is very difficult. It's impossible. They come in Venice and paddle here in the city without a guide.
So how long does a lesson last, and where do you take people on the tour?
It depends on their skills, because beginners start on the land. They have to learn how to handle a paddle and all the things regarding the SUP board. So this takes half an hour at least, maximum 2 people per lesson. And then we get in the water. For expert paddlers, it's different because the better they are, the better the tour will be. We are not fast in the canal. I'm not speaking about speed. I'm speaking about technique. They really need to be good at handling a paddle, know how to turn properly without falling in, without hitting each other, without hitting the board to the wall. So it's about sharp technique and not about speed. Okay.
What's the maximum number of people that can go on a tour?
Maximum 4 people, 4 experts per instructor, and maximum 2 beginners per instructor.
Is there a minimum age?
Yes, there is. According to the law of the navigation of the canal of Venice, people need to be at least 14 to be allowed in the canal paddle or to row or to drive a boat.
And are you open all year?
I'm not open all year long because winters are very cold here, and therefore I open around March if it is nice, or April, and we close late October.
Now, Venice attracts over 52 million visitors a year. When do you think is the best time to visit, and how can travelers avoid the crush?
It depends. We have many moments during the year when Venice is empty. It can be January, November, December is low season, but also July can be good. August, I would avoid August because it's really full of people.
Now, there's been talk recently of limiting the number of tourists entering Venice. How do you feel about that?
I think it's quite difficult. I don't believe that forbidden things can help. I don't think that putting a limit is the correct answer. I think people has to be educated to visit in a different way. I mean, if everyone only knows Saint Mark and all of them go to Saint Mark because Venice, they think it's Saint Mark only, it's terrible. But there are, as you can see, there are beautiful piece of art all around the city. Just take your time and visit. I think people should be informed that they can walk outside the St. Mark and still find the real beauty of Venice.
So what tips do you have for first-time visitors?
I think every journey doesn't matter where you go. Every journey starts as a dream. So people should dream about going somewhere and study a little bit, inform, open Google, take information, and then visit in a different way, or hire a guide, a local guide who can help to discover the secret or the authentic lifestyle of that place. There are many places all around the world to visit, unknown and worth to be seen.
Thanks to Eliana for sharing your insights on Venice with us, and see you next time on the Italy Chronicles.
Thank you, it has been my great pleasure.